Hey everybody, Todd Michael Putnam from Creative Adventure Tables bring you another adventure table idea, and this is Monster Fight Club Madness. Monster Fight Club Madness. So Monster Fight Club, I've been using those guys' terrain for years now. They make trees and hills and all kinds of stuff. This whole board is filled with Monster Fight Club stuff. Just a couple of things from WizKids, who also make some great things. But most of this is Monster Fight Club, and I just wanted to give you guys a taste of all the things that you can do with the terrain that they make. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because they've got a Monster Spring sale going on right now of 35% off of select items. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, now's the time to get going. There'll be a link down below for you to get to their site and go to their store. So this particular thing here is just a trail out in the wilderness, of course, and the GM can always roll for random monsters, or he can already have the stuff set up for what he wants to do for it, right? You know, you can have a troll by the bridge there. That's, by the way, that little guy right there, that's Beast. And Beast is the mascot for Monster Fight Club. He is great, so I stick him in there every now and then, just roaming around. So maybe one day I'll make him an end boss. Anyway, so in this particular one, I've got a roaming dragon came around. Like if you ever played Skyrim, you get flying boss mob fights that just kind of roam around. All of a sudden, they find the character and they zoom in, and you know you've got a boss fight on your hands. So I decided to take that same idea, and a random red dragon was flying around and caught the players as they're going through the wilderness along this cobblestone road. And he attacked, and of course, in this particular instance, I've just got a thing there where he did breathing fire, and he's toastified the horse and set the wagon on fire, and of course, that means the players are going to have to fight him. So, but you could of course put anything out in here. It's a wilderness, so whatever you can imagine of that's outdoors, basically, you can do this. And this particular setup is for basically summer and fall type terrain, but they also have a full line of winter terrain too. Winter trees, winter hills, winter bushes and stuff. They've got all that too. So you can do this entire same setup, including with ice rivers and ice paths and stuff. You do this whole thing in summer or winter settings with Monster Fight Club. So all kinds of things you can do in there. What's in here? So these cobblestone roads, I have bragged about using these guys for years. They're just like a mouse mat material. On the other side is a river, but the flip side over here, so it's very usable, flexible for however you want to use it. And then there's different types, different styles of them, different shapes, so to speak, so you can go ahead and assemble them and make a winding path in any way that you want, or a T-section if you want the road to branch off in different sections. Over here is the same exact tiles, terry cloth, not terry cloth, mouse mat cloth material, but I've got it on the flip side, so it's the river portion of it going, so that looks great. Then they also have these great mats under some of the trees here. If you buy their fall trees, you put this, or on the other side, there's also a pond there. So really great stuff. And then these are their barren hills, although I've had these flocked. You cannot get them flocked, but I've had these flocked, so it really, really adds to the experience. Relatively easy to do, lots of tutorials online for how to do that and make that happen. Boy, it really just adds so much to the battle map experience. So that's what I did, was I had these flocked. And then they had two different types of bushes here that I'm showing, but they have the winter bushes as well. So these are your autumn bushes that are a little bit, a darker orange color, and then you've got your summer bushes, which are like a middle green type color. Okay, they're the same color as their verdant trees, which is right there. So they'll match perfectly with that. I have had some of the trees painted up a different color, a third color. You can see these are their pine trees right here. They're a dark green. This is a very light green right here. I had a third color painted up, and if I pull back, you can see the difference in the colors. And when you start to pull back a little bit more, 3 shades of the green really starts to make it stand out and make it look, a lot more natural. Also, if you have their blighted pines, you can find these on their site as well. They've got gray ones like this one, like a grayish color, greenish gray, I guess. And these are like a reddish tinged or a reddish orange tinge, slightly different from from the bushes, from the autumn bushes, and the orange trees, right? They're fall trees like these guys here. So you can see the different colors there. And then I also had some trees painted up a brighter red, or like a reddish orange color. So they stand out a little bit more. You can see the orange tree and the reddish tree. And then I've also had some painted up yellow. So it adds like a little bit of a fall effect to it. So when you pan out and you start looking at all those different colors, it's only a few different types of trees themselves, but when you paint them up a few different colors, it really comes out making a beautiful, diverse, organic, natural looking landscape, all with the Monster Fight Club models that they have online. So definitely worth getting. I don't believe they have them available in STL files. I think that's all retail product for purchase. But definitely go take a look as far as that's concerned. So, and that's basically about everything that's in here. The only stuff that's WizKids, the battle mat is WizKids. You see me use this before. And of course, the bridge is WizKids. But everything else is Monster Fight Club. And let me give you an example. So let's say this dragon's flying along, right? And he burned this thing down. And the battle comes over here and he goes and he burns these trees up. Well, all you got to do, of course, is just take these tops off. And all of a sudden, boom, it looks like the trees have been charred up. Right, the trees have been set on fire. And of course, you set a few flames around it or whatever, right? So and it's boom, all of a sudden it becomes obvious that, oh wow, the trees just got burnt up as well. There's a lot of flexibility, and because all of the outdoor stuff that Monster Fight Club makes, it's not a tile set really. It's all scatter terrain. So all you're doing is just by eye, you're just placing them like, okay, I'll put a tree here, I'll put a bush there, I want the winding path to go around it this particular way. And then, this would be a great place for a rock. I'll put one here. So there could be somebody hiding behind here. Let me put a guy right here, right? So there could be a bandit or a dwarf or somebody that's hiding behind there that they go to ambush the wagon as it goes by or anything like that. Same thing with all of these hill sections. These are all playable space. This is one of the reasons why I love and use their product so much. All of these are different playable spots that you can put your standard 28 to 32 millimeter minis right there on it, and it's all usable. It's not just something that's taking up space on your actual on your table. It's actually playable space where the characters can go and monsters can go. It's all fightable. Same thing with their smaller, their middle-sized one right here on the top and over here. It's all playable. So when you start putting that stuff together, and you can even do, I'm gonna take this one over here. It's even designed to work together, so you could put the two of them together like this, and you've got yourself like a mound, an actual hill, right? It's a really flexible system for scatter terrain, designed to basically make you look like a pro, even if you've just first gotten started in terrain and using it for your tables. As soon as you put it out, the colors, the quality and stuff, it's really going to stand out. It's going to get your players' attention. So this is Monster Fight Club Madness. If you're interested in Monster Fight Club, you've seen all the builds that I've done before, countless builds, and of course so many other people are using it as well. If it's something that you're interested, please check out the link below and go see what they're going on. Especially right now, it's their Monster Fight Club spring sale, and I believe it's 35% off on select items. So check it out, and I will see you guys next adventure. Take care. Bye.